Welcome back to my channel. Let's make this beautiful hat today. So let's start with the chains. Then from the second chain, make the half double crochet HDC, the third back loop from the back. So you're lower through this third back loop. And then yarn over again through the loop. So 3 loops on the hook. And pull through all 3 together. Then again for the next part, take this loop here. Then through the third loop. Then yarn over. And pull it high and through these 3 loops together. Then again, so this is the half double crochet for the herringbone stitch. This loop through the third back loop. Yarn over, pull through the third back loop. Pull it high and through all loops together. Then again through this. Then repeat until the end of the row. Then 1 chain at the end. Then turn around, HDC, so straight, and make a half double crochet, so yarn over. And pull the loop through all together. And into the next one we are going to do a slip stitch. So yarn over half double crochet. And slip stitch. So I'll show you in a very slow way. So I completed the whole row, and this is how it looks. We're going to repeat the row 1 all the way. So I've done 1 chain here. Repeat row 1. So into these spaces, these loops here, a half double crochet. So into the loop, grab the yarn. Pull through all together. Then through this loop here and the next one here. Grab the yarn, pull over 3 loops and pull 3 all together again. Front side. And I'm gonna repeat the same thing until here. And then again. Let's do the last one together. So the last loop from here and then. The very last one, grab the yarn, pull through all together and make 1 chain. Turn around and we gotta repeat the same thing that we did on here. So we start with the half double crochet. So yarn over through these loops here. Grab the yarn and pull through all together. And then 1 slip stitch. Again, half double crochet. And slip stitch. So I'm almost at the end. In the same thing as the O2. And the last one is going to be a slip stitch. And then 1 chain at the end. Turn around and then turn around. So it's just a 2-row repetition. So row 1 is herringbone stitch. Row 2 is half double crochet and a slip stitch. I will let you know how many rows I did afterwards. So this is how it looks after doing 61 rows. And the very last row is the half double crochet and a slip stitch 1. And you see, one side is shorter than the other one. As we ended the rows, so we gotta use this one as our top off of her head, and then this one as the brim. So that's the reason it gets like that, which is the measurements are almost 11 inches for the brim. It's 2 sides. Top of our head is a little bit less than our bottom or the brim of our hat. So cut a little extra yarn for sewing. So just do kind of a little bit double. And get your weaving needle. So this is the very last stitch that I did. Go into the very last stitch there, and then tighten it. So turn it inside out. So then take both the loops for the very first one. And then go through for this part go to the back loop, and for this part go to the front loop only. So this and this. And keep repeating it until they end here. For the very last one, take both the loops just like the very first one. Then make a knot and tighten it. So then just weave in the ends and make one extra knot to tighten it. Now we're gonna weave in the little bit extra yarn just to make sure. And then just cut the yarn. All right. Let's sew the top of our hat. Let's get some extra yarn to sew. We will go through these holes or spaces here. Just like that, or we're gonna go from here. Then I'm gonna tie the knot here with this yarn that I already have here. Alright, so first we gotta go through this one. Skip one and go through the next one. Then skip one. The next one, skip this one, go through this one. So just repeat, skip one space and go through the next one. And then once you are done, just pull it tighter. Just make a knot to hold it. Pull it tight and make couple knots with the very first end. Cut the ends. This is how it looks from the top from outside. It looks like a flower, isn't it pretty? So if you like, you can leave it like that as well or add a pom-pom. Let's add the brim or the border for our hat. We will start from here, where we join the two ends of our hat. Insert your hook. Grab the yarn. And then make 15 chains. 15 all right, and then we are going to use the third back loop again. Yarn over and through the third back loop from second chain. And do the half double crochet. Again, yarn over and through the third back loop of the next chain. And half double crochet, so it will be total of 14 half double crochets. So this is the very last one for this row 1. And see, we started right here. So we're gonna go in here the next row from our top hat and make a slip stitch. To attach it to the bottom of our hat. And then 1 chain at the end. Then again turn around. And to make it this size, we're gonna go through here. Grab the yarn through this loop here. Just so that we are covering this part as well. Then pull through all. And again now we are going through only the back loops. Half double crochet. Again through the back loop, half double crochet. So we are going to repeat this until the very last one. For the very last one, we are going to use the both loops. And then 1 chain at the end, again turn around. Again use both the loops for the very first HDC. Just for this very first one, and then again. Half double crochet through the back loop only. So for the very last one we are going to use both the loops. So this is what we are going to make them. So the very first one and the very last one through. Both the loops and all the other through back loops. Attach it to the brim of the hat here with a slip stitch. So through both the loops. And then you see it meets here. So then we attach it to the brim of the hat here. And make a slip stitch and then 1 chain. Then again turn around. So pull it a little bit high and then take out the hook. Go through this loop here to attach it to the brim. And then grab the yarn through this loop. And then pull the yarn through or together. There you go. And then we are going through the back loops only here. So through the back loops only. Then just repeat 1st and 14th HDC through both top loops. 2nd to 13th through back loops. I'll see you at the very last row of ribbing. So we are almost done for our hat, and this is the very last stage, so let's do it together. So for the very last one, we're gonna go through both the loops. So half double crochet through both the loops. And then to join them this piece too. Then we're gonna go through the same space that we used for the very first one. So we're gonna make a slip stitch from the. See that this one is attaching to this piece here. So we're gonna go to the same space and make a slip stitch. Tighten it and then one chain to complete it off. And then cut the yarn and pull the loop. Alright, so now we're gonna join this piece the same way we did for top of our hat to join. So we gotta go through this loop here. So first of all, we gotta go through both the loops. And make a knot. And tighten it, actually make two. Alright. And then we're gonna do one more stitch into the same one. And then weave in this end as well. Tighten it, so now we're gonna go to the back loop from this and then front loop from this side. This piece here. Again the back loop and the front loop, then repeat. So make sure that you are taking both the loops for the very last one. And both from this side. Tighten it. Go through it again. Then make a knot with this end here. Alright, so I already made my pom-pom and there will be a separate tutorial for it if you like. Then we'll permanently attach this pom-pom on top of the head here. You can see that this is the kind of the middle here. And then put these ones a little bit on this side. So thread the needle and go through the middle part to attach the pom-pom. And with your needle out from the inside. And then go through the middle here. See, and then through the top. Alright. And then leave a little bit extra tail inside. Then we can join it afterwards. And then go through the centerpiece here again. It's going to be a little bit harder. Inside here, just do a couple of stitches. And then now you can make a knot with the inside piece here. And pull it tight. It does seam enough as well if you like. But if you want, you can some extra stitches. So this is our complete hat. Let me know of questions or suggestions in the comments below. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you like, you can fold up the brim. Or if you like, you can keep it this way. So in total, the length of our hat is 11 inches so. Almost 11 and 2 inches. And the brim of our hat is almost 11. So 10 and a half, or I would say yeah, it's almost 11 inches. So that is it. So if you like, you can fold it this way. Or you can leave it like that as well.